18 October 2024 আৰু আজি কভাৰ কৰিম দিছ ফিউ টপিকছ আৰু ইয়াৰ ভিতৰত সেকশন 6A will be very important for both prelims mains আৰু also for upcoming APSC interview ইয়াৰ বাহিৰে Assam State Language Act Universal Basic Income আৰু লগতে the satellite spectrum controversy. These are some of the important topics to be discussed today. Our প্রথম topic খুবই important, the section 6A of the Citizenship Act. Supreme Court upholds the constitutional validity of section 6A of the Citizenship Act 1955. Now, our constitution article 5 up to article 11. These articles are dedicated for citizenship purpose. Under the power of Article 11, Parliament has enacted the Citizenship Act 1955. Jot prescribe kora ase faster way of acquiring citizenship, that is the birth, descent, registration, naturalization and incorporation of the territory. It does not provide the dual citizenship. Jodi ami recent current affairs sao, the 2019 Citizenship Amendment Act, which provides that any person belonging to Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist, Jain, Parsi or Christian from Afghanistan, Bangladesh or Pakistan shall not be considered as illegal migrant if he or she entered into India on or before 31st December 2014. The main topic, section 6A. So section 6A is a special provision, okay, which was added through Citizenship Amendment Act 1985, okay, after the Assam Accord. It conferred citizenship to those who migrated from East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, to Assam from January 1, 1966 until 24th March 1971 upon completion of 10 years from the date of detection as foreigners. Now, it is Supreme Court judgment ki koa hol. Supreme Court judgment koa hol say on legislative competence of Parliament to enact section 6A. So the law is enacted in the exercise of the power under Article 246 entry list 17 of list 1, that is a union list. And hey power to actually has Article 11 opera. Then entries 17 deals with citizenship, naturalization and aliens. So these factual details are important for interview, also for prelims. Now, regarding violation of Article 14, Assam's special citizenship law does not violate equality. Why? Because the migrant situation, so it is unique in comparison to the rest of India. On the cutoff date of 24th March 1971, Supreme Court said the cutoff date is reasonable because Pakistani army launched Operation Searchlight to curb the Bangladesh nationalist movement at the time. Last to whole, migrants after this date were considered to be migrants of war and not partisan. So this is a general brief regarding the Supreme Court judgment. Amar yate kishman important provision hol je constitutional amar jikin citizenship par amar part ase, that is from Article 5 to Article 11. Next is the concurrent list, or sorry, not concurrent list, it is a 7 schedule Article 246. Tare bhitor entry 17 and also Article 11. And aru logote citizenship, naturalization and aliens aru amar kihor karone equality violate nokore. Okay, if we go to the article, this one, Supreme Court upholds section 6A. Yate amar importance ki ase, see, Supreme Court kole je fraternity requires people of different backgrounds and social circumstances to live and let live when faced with dilemma of defranchising millions or safeguarding communities' endogamous way of life. So ইয়াৰ পৰা আমাৰ কাৰণে ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট হ'ল যে ইণ্ডিয়াৰ কাৰণে ফ্ৰেটাৰ্নিটি কনচেপ্টটো ক'ৰ পৰা আহিলে. অ'কে, চ' ইণ্ডিয়া যদি আমি চাওঁ যে ভীমৰাও আম্বেদকাৰে সেই সময়তে হি ষ্ট্ৰেছ আপন দ্য ইনছেপাৰেবিলিটি অফ লিবাৰ্টি, ইকুৱালিটি এণ্ড ফ্ৰেটাৰ্নিটি ফৰ ইণ্ডিয়ান ডেম'ক্ৰেচি. আৰু দ্য ফ্ৰেটাৰ্নিটি ইজ এ কনষ্টিটিউচনেল ভেলু in India, okay, aimed at achieving social harmony and unity. So a part 2 important ho, very important for GST paper mains. Okay, and if we see the constitutional provision ki ase for fraternity, eta definitely amar preamble ase, because preamble apnar fraternity kotha directly koai ase. Next to hol fundamental duty. Article 51A যেটো এড কৰা হৈছিল via 42nd amendment of 1976 okay আৰু further 86th amendment of 2002 ইয়াতে Article 51 clause A sub clause E it refers to duty of every citizen to promote harmony and a spirit of common brotherhood okay so fraternity কাৰ আমাৰ এইখিনি part important হল okay as per the Supreme Court judgment ঠিক আছে then ইয়াৰ বাহিৰে it judgment also speaks about the machinery and tribunals tasked with identification and detection of illegal immigrants okay and what they have told is যে যিমানখিনি আমাৰ টাইম বাউণ্ড ইফেক্টিভলি আমাৰ ডিচিশ্যন হ'ব লাগিছিলে on the basis of Immigrants Act 1950 Foreigners Act 1946 Foreigners Order Tribunal Order 1964 Passport Act 1920 and Passport Act 1967 it's a humongous task okay and also there is some shortage of manpower ইয়াৰ বাহিৰে Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud in a separate opinion said that Section 6A was Parliament's balancing act between its humanitarian view towards immigrants from Bangladesh and the impact of the huge influx of Assam's economic and cultural resources. ঠিক আছে? Also, the majority of the bench said that Section 6A did not violate citizenship provisions of Article 6 and Article 7 of the Constitution. So, Article 6 and 7 আমাৰ কাৰণে important হৈ গ'ল. Article 6 আমাক কি কয়? It is a right of citizenship of certain persons who have migrated to India from Pakistan. ঠিক আছে whereas Article 7 আমাক কি কয় rights of citizenship of certain migrants to Pakistan ঠিক আছে so certain dates are given so Article 6 Article 7 violate নকৰে the 6A okay whereas আমাৰ এই জাজমেণ্টটো আহিছে 4:1 majority okay there is one dissenting opinion আৰু তেখেতে কৈছে the Section 6A is unconstitutional with prospective effect okay so এইখিনি হ'ল আমাৰ important ইয়াৰ বাহিৰে regarding the cultural rights Section 6A does not violate Article 29 clause 1 of the Constitution Article 29 clause 1 কি হয় it guarantees the right to take steps to protect culture language and script of a section of citizens the petitioners have been unable to prove that the ability of Assamese people to take steps to protect their culture is violated due to inclusion of Section 6A ঠিক আছে so in details this is a very good article go through this article keep a snapshot of this it will be very important for interview also upcoming and prelims and mains next regarding navigating citizenship and cultural rights covered in Sentinel newspaper to Supreme Court আমি already কলো কৈছে যে 6A is a valid legislative framework different ethnic groups in the state do not automatically infringe upon local population's rights dissenting opinion কি কৈছিলে 6A lacks a clear timeline for detecting foreigners আৰু may lead to lack of accountability okay আৰু next is certain key points D.Y. Chandrachud Chief Justice of India he said that the magnitude of influx of migrants in Assam was higher as compared to other states considering the smaller land size okay Justice Surya Kant who wrote for himself and Justice M.M. Sundresh and Manus Mishra concurred with the CJ and said that Parliament has the legislative competence to enact such a provision. Okay. Our core prahibo again until 17 of the Union list. Article 246. Already kolu. Justice J.B. Pardiwala he said that the open-ended nature of Section 6A has become prone to abuse owing to forged documents. আৰু Article 14 is not violated by Section 6A যেহেতু অসমৰ situation unique হয় Article 29 আমাৰ ইয়াত ভায়োলেট নহয় বিকজ অসমীয়া পপুলেশ্যনৰ নিজৰ কালচাৰেল ৰাইটছ প্ৰটেক্ট কৰিব পৰা সেইটো এতিয়াও আছে okay আৰু as per finally the reasonable cut-off date Supreme Court said that the cut-off date is reasonable okay the next topic is regarding internet freedom so recently China was secured last rank in the internet freedom according to US-based non-profit organization Freedom House. Or as per the report, China and Myanmar scored 9 out of 100. Okay. Prelims are quite important. Next is very, very important. The Assam State Language Act 1960. Totalitarian body urges Chief Minister to implement the State Language Act 1960. তো ইয়াত কি কোৱা হয়? The Assam Official Language Act 1960 declared Assamese as the official language of the state. It also made provisions to protect minority language. Purpose to declare Assamese as official language. কেতিয়া পাছ কৰা হৈছিলে 24 October 1960. Date important APSC prelims-ৰ কাৰণে. The act came into force on a date appointed by the state government, which could be different for different parts of the state. Provision for minority language. The act also made provisions for minority languages including Bengali, which is spoken in 3 districts of the Barak Valley. Provisions for autonomous district. The act made provisions for autonomous district in the state where English is the official language. It was amended in 1961 and 1964. And 61 khone ki koy? The 1961 amendment to the official act in a response to protest against that bill in the Barak Valley, which included Kasar and Karimganj. Aru change ki hol? The amendment allowed the use of Bengali for administrative and other official purposes to the district level. This move is known as the Sastry formula. After then, Home Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri's address. Okay, so state language sector is important. Next is regarding universal basic income. A modified UBI policy may be more feasible. Now, India's trees to it. Income support. 1938, a minimum income standard discussed. 1964, plan to start such program was on the horizon. 2011-12, 2 pilot projects conducted in 8 places of Madhya Pradesh. 2016-17, Economic Service suggests scheme for bottom 78%. 2022, Sikkim Democratic Front plans to roll out UBI. Across the world, US Alaska Permanent Fund distributes part of the state's revenue to all residents. Stockton, California, secured funding from private non-profits to launch a small project. Finland's scheme started in 2007 to pay 2,000 jobless people assistance. Kenya, largest experiment underway. Brazil has run experiments. Many different countries started their own UBI. Now, as per ILO, there is slow job growth due to automation and AI. Okay, World Economic Forum report Future of Jobs Report 2023. It projects 83 million job losses due to AI and another economic driver over the next 5 years. In June 2024, the unemployment rate in India rose to 9.2% according to CMI or Center for Monitoring Indian Economy report. Madhya Pradesh pilot project conducted by Self-Employed Women's Association SEWA. These provided 200 per month to each adult in the selected villages. Okay. 2016 Economic Survey mentions UBI's potential policy and advocates UBI as an alternative tool to various welfare schemes. Now, universal basic income কিয় লাগে? So, it is come আমি চাও SDG. SDG goal 1 to কি হয়? আমি 1 to regarding poverty, right? So, we need to eradicate poverty. Already government has taken many steps. ইয়াৰ বাহিৰে আমাৰ welfare states DPSP যিখিনি আমাৰ আছে doctrine আছে, it also provides for a similar step. যদি আমি চাওঁ যে feasibility আমাৰ অলৰেডি আমাৰ কি আছে জনধন আধাৰ মোবাইল ইনফ্ৰাষ্ট্ৰাকচাৰ various pilot experiments for anti-feasibility কি হয় high fiscal cost may require 3.5 to 11% of the GDP annually. Infrastructural gaps. Next, pro-disability arguments, poverty alleviation কাৰণে help হ'ব, economic stability, social equity. DPSP Article 38 state to minimize inequalities in income. আৰু ইয়াৰ against কি আছে work disincentives. A grant income may reduce people's motivation to work. Inflation risk আৰু resource mobilization issue. আৰু এতিয়ালৈকে কিছুমান ষ্টেটৰ কিছুমান স্কিম এটা হ'ল ৰায়তে বন্ধু স্কিম লঞ্চ ইন তেলেংগানা প্ৰভাইডিং আনকণ্ডিশ্যনেল পেমেণ্ট অফ 4,000 per acre to farmers. Next to Kalia or Krusak assistance to for livelihood and income augmentation. Odisha's initially targets farmers. Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, PM Kisan, etc. Now, what are the concerns? It's a whole wealth distribution. Okay. Next is financial feasibility and alternative approach. Now, some hybrid model proposal. Modified UBI. Limited universal basic income transfer as financial policy, complemented by other targeted transfer policies. Example, combining Manrega along with one which are excluded and complementary transfer. Also, যদি আমি জার্মানিত চাওঁ, let's say there is a case of the health insurance. তো জাৰ্মানীত যিখিনি মানুহৰ জব নাই তেওঁলোকক হেল্থ ইঞ্চুৰেঞ্চ প্ৰভাইড কৰে গভৰ্ণমেণ্টে, বা যিখিনি প্ৰাইভেট ছেক্টৰত চাকৰি কৰে দে আৰ প্ৰভাইডেড বাই দ্য এমপ্লয়াৰ. অ'কে, চ' দ'জ হাইব্ৰিড মেথডছ কেন বি ইণ্টিগ্ৰেটেড. তো UBI very important for upcoming exams. Next, India's SDG focus and human development issues. So ইয়াত ভালেখিনি ডাটা দিয়া আছে. How effectively is India progressing towards achieving SDG by 2030? Current status, India is classified as medium human development category with HDI value of 0.644, rank 134 out of 193 countries. India has saw an increase of 48.4% of HDI value from 1990 to 2022, indicating positive long-term trends. India's HDI dimensions directly align with the several SDG, like good health, quality education, gender equality, etc. Now, what are the key human development challenges for India? It is called gender inequality. India has one of the largest gender gaps in the labor force participation rate. Income inequality. As per various reports, like Oxfam report, then World Inequality Lab, this suggests India has income inequality, education and health, urban-rural divide, etc. The next is regarding World Energy Outlook. It is published annually by International Energy Alliance, IEA, International Energy Agency, IEA. It is the most authoritative global source of energy analysis and projections. 2024 report আমাক কি কয়? It indicates that world is entering a new energy context marked by persistent geopolitical hazards. যেনেকৈ এতিয়া আমি যদি চাওঁ ৱেষ্ট এছিয়াত there is some issues going on. So West Asia is also known as an energy reserve, যিহেতু আমাৰ তাৰ পৰা ভালেখিনি অইল এক্সপৰ্ট হয়, right? So it creates some imbalance. Some surplus of oil and liquefied natural gas expected in the second half of 2020, alongside a significant increase in manufacturing capacity. Okay, global electricity demand is projected to increase further. Okay, now for India is poised to face a higher increase in energy demand. According to the stated policy scenario, India is on track to add over 12,000 cars daily to its roads up to 2035. By 2035, iron and steel production are tracked to grow by 70%. Our cement output will grow by 55%. The total energy demand is set to increase nearly 35% by 2035. Our capacity will be nearly triple to 1400 megawatt. Our coal-based generation is projected to increase by 15%. Already আমি যোৱা পৰ ৰিপৰ্ট এটা পাইছিলোঁ যে we will need around $1 trillion for decarbonization. Okay, so mainly you can use the data in mains আৰু for prelims the report আৰু International Energy Agency, that is important. Next is again the 4 issues of in Assam Verdict. You can go through this article. This is a very good article. Supreme Court's rulings, why 6A was necessary framework. Next, Parliament's power from Article 11 and from Article 246. Assam's unique situation and why Article 6 and Article 7 is not violated. Implication regarding NRC. The ruling may provide clarity on NRC. Whether issue, the verdict has implications beyond Assam, impacting discussions on citizenship and Parliament's power. Next topic is again India's position on assigning Satcom spectrum sets up Elon Musk Mukesh Ambani face off. Okay, so satellite spectrum refers to range of radio frequencies used by satellites. Regulation regulated by international bodies like International Telecommunication Union. Okay, our band কি আছে L band 1 to 2 GHz, S band 2 to 4, C band 4 to 8, X band 8 to 12, and KU band 12 to 18 GHz, and KA band 26 to 40 GHz. Now already আমি discuss কৰিছোঁ যোৱাকালি between auction and administrative allocation. The auction method is competitive, market driven, generates significant revenue, ensuring transparency, whereas the administrative allocation is direct government assignment with lower fees, offering flexibility but less transparency. Both methods are essential in spectrum management in different perspectives. Okay, so these are the various spectrums. This is the permeable zone. Frequencies in this zone are considered valuable because they can penetrate through dense objects like buildings. This is the semi-permeable zone. Yat ki hoy? In this zone, they do not penetrate through dense objects easily, and signals sent in this zone can only be short. Okay, So আমাৰ যিখিনি স্পেক্ট্ৰাম ৰিচোৰ্চ আছে সেইখিনি লিমিটেড হয় তো ডেফিনেটলি ইটছ এ লিমিটেড ৰিচোৰ্চ গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট ডিচিশ্যন কি হয় গভৰ্ণমেণ্টে ক'লে যে ছেটেলাইট স্পেক্ট্ৰাম টু বি এল'কেটেড এডমিনিষ্ট্ৰেটিভলি ইন ইণ্ডিয়া অ'কে Next, rationale behind this stand, unlike terrestrial spectrum, which is used for mobile communication, satellite spectrum has no national territorial limits and is international in character, and hence, government direct control or hetu karne administrative spectrum allocation. Okay. Next is Prelims Factual. India launched first indigenous multipurpose vessel, Samarthak. And next, the National Institute of Food Technology, Entrepreneurship and Management. They started SART, Smart Reefer Transportation to curb post-harvest losses. Okay. Next one is regarding Chief Minister Atmanirbhar Assam Abhiyan, and important a বছৰ already খুলিছে Bairabi Sairang railway line. Active policy kind of important and it is with us in the news. Our last one was very important. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited (HAL) becomes the 14th Maharatna company. So these are the other 13 public sector enterprises which are classified as Maharatna. Okay, our Maharatna status karone ki hoy classification hekini dia ase. So this is all about today's current affairs. We will again meet tomorrow.